Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if it's your first time watching one of my videos. Hi, my name is James, and today I'm going to be not only designing, I'm going to be building a home in The Sims. I know. So without further ado, let's get into this. Okay, so I decided to build a house instead of just designing one this time because I just wanted to get like a bit more custom and a bit more creative. So I built in the same town that I normally always build in. It's very kind of European. I just love the style of it. So I just wanted to create like the front. It's going to be like the older building, and then the back is like the extension. So like they added it on. So like I just love the entrance. Like you go in and it's like it has that kind of U-shaped staircase going up. I just find it very welcoming. And then this is actually the formal living room I'm building just there. I actually built the shape of the house first. Well, as much of the shapes as I could, because you know it's kind of hard to gauge where like everything's gonna fit and where everything's gonna go. So I built like the shape first, so I kind of knew where everything was gonna be. And I loved the idea of having like little courtyards and little kind of openings and squares where like just light seeps through, and you'd have like maybe like a tree or something in the middle of it, or like a little garden. Just like when you're inside, you kind of have that kind of openness to the outside, even though you're not actually outside. And the kitchen in this house is gorgeous. Like it's gorgeous. I just love the kitchen. Like I didn't do the walk-in pantry like I normally do, so it's a bit it's smaller smaller house than I normally do, but like I just love it. Like I put the kind of higher wall there at the outside because for privacy, because like literally that's like the main strip. I just thought like it'd be nice to have that extra level of privacy. So that's why that kind of higher wall is outside the main wall. And then I wanted to put like kind of a round window there, just to kind of tie in with the arches and all the openings and stuff. And also I thought it was more traditional to that style, having like a round window. So that's why I added that in. I just thought this is a really fun house to design. It was normally like the last one I done was a penthouse, so that was like, it was a lot easier because it was just like kind of, I suppose it's kind of every project has its own challenges and opportunities. So like this one, I just really wanted to kind of get a bit more creative with like the colors and the wall decorations. I put more like gallery walls in. Just wanted to experiment with like what you could do in the game. And I just I love a good gallery wall. Like I love a good gallery wall. Oh yeah, so just adding in. I actually like that one there on the right, but I ended up moving it. I don't know why. I just kind of, like when you're looking at something for so long, you kind of get like bored of it. So I think I got like bored of it, and like couldn't figure it. So I just kind of just put anything in. Yeah, and I just thought like this is a lovely like entryway into the house. Like you have the mirror there, so like you can see yourself before you leave. Just if you have to check your face or your outfit, just to make sure everything's looking good. And then you have like a little area for your keys and like all your like belongings and stuff. Yeah, I wanted to add in like a little rug, kind of like to bring into the home, but like it just wasn't looking right. So I decided to get rid of it. Yeah, I didn't really like that. I love them prints. I think they're really cool. They're very like abstract and kind of there, and I really love them. And yeah, I just love them stairs. Like they're just so cool. Like I just think they're so cool. They're so like grand, but like I don't know, it's the interesting home. I think like I love these windows, like the big curves on them. Like they're just stunning. They're very like elegant or something, and they brought that kind of formality to the home as well, because that compared to like the back, which is a lot more modern, I just thought it was a really cool like contrast, and I just thought it was very like exciting. So yeah, I've done another gallery wall in here because I love gallery walls now. I've always loved gallery walls, but I just wanted to use them a lot more. And yeah, this took me a while, this one did, because it was such a big wall. The idea was to do the whole wall, but then I was like, nah, that's too much, James. Like let's tone it down a bit. Yeah, I just think it's really cool. And like I know there's a rule where you're not supposed to overlap the paneling, but like, is there rules in interior design? No. If that's one thing you'll take from my channel, is that you will know that there's no rules in interior design, because design is subjective. It's whatever you like, and no one can tell you any differently. So yeah, That's the lesson today. But I love the colours. I love like the navy against this kind of like is it like peach or like orange or something on the fireplace. I just love it, and like the colours all kind of tie in then with the kind of, I love how the gallery was a bit more kind of like messy and fun, and then the living room is like very, like the furniture is very sleek and like clean and like elegant. And yeah, I just thought it was a nice kind of juxtaposition of it. Because like, you know, like it's kind of like, it kind of makes it a bit more homely, and it adds a bit more personality to the space, instead of it just being like very show homey. So I like that. I love open shelving. I love floating shelves and open shelving. I just think it's so, it's just so easy. It just really adds that extra, like, you know, step to a space. So I really like it. I do it like in most of my projects. So why why would the Sims be any different? Yeah, it's a lot of stools on this countertop. Like, it is a lot of stools. Looking at it now, I probably shouldn't have added so much, or maybe done something a bit different. Like maybe made only a section of it bar. But you know what? We're here now. We're here now, and this is just what it is. I should have maybe cut off the middle one or something. But yeah, actually, you know what I seen? Actually, I thought it was a really good idea. It was like little benches, but like for like the island countertop. They're like just like a stool, but like they seat two. So you know, if you have a longer countertop, it looks more like a kitchen countertop instead of like a bar countertop, like in a pub, or like in a club. So you're just like, you know, if you have a similar kind of thing in your home, just something you can maybe like look out for. And then I'm adding in the little living room area. I love the living room. I was trying to do like some sort of like built-in kind of bookshelf here, but like it just wasn't working out, because I just thought like it would open up that wall or fill in that wall. But then I decided to do something a bit more exciting that I'm way more happy about than the built-in shelving kind of thing. Because I wanted to add in something, but like I want it to be like balanced either side. So like you'll see what I do. I like add in these, like, you know, again, the open shelving, the floating shelves, but they look like they're built into the wall and then built into the fireplace. And if you done them on their own, just left it there, it would look very off balanced. But because I added in that kind of side chair on the left hand side, it kind of evens it out. So there's still something on each side that's both contributing to the space. And like, yeah, see, I wanted to kind of layer these up so they look like they're just kind of like, you know, laying against like the shelf, but like they weren't working. So I just kind of made something up. And again, books. You gotta have books on your bookshelf because, you know, it's important and it just works. So I don't know why you wouldn't. Okay guys, and that is the space. I really hope you like this as much as I do. Let me know your thoughts down below. What would you change? What would you do differently? I'd love to know. And with that being said guys, I really hope you enjoyed. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also hit that little notification bell, just notified when I upload. I upload every Wednesday and Saturday. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.